Today we're going to test the Beyond Meat Beyond Burger versus an actual straight up beef burger. Alright, so the Beyond Meat Burger, of course, is just pre-made patty. We got both these from Whole Foods. This is just regular Whole Foods. It's 85% lean, 15% fat. That's, actual cow beef. And this is just straight up plant protein. It's obviously a lot smaller. It does not smell like beef whatsoever. There's a weird smell coming off of it. We have used the Impossible Burger beef to make chili, and it was pretty good. This one I think is old, so I'm not going to use it, but we'll try these two and see if we can tell the difference. This smells like dog food. This Impossible Burger, when we cooked it, it looked just like regular beef. It was mixed in chili, but other than texture, a little mushier than regular beef. It was hard to tell the difference. All right, I was mistaken. This is not expired. This is good until March 9th, towards BIG 2021. This says it's good, well, not towards sticker off, but it said January 21st. But it smells horrible. Smell it.
It doesn't smell horrible.
It smells horrible.
No,
She's wrong.
It doesn't smell horrible.
Regular beef, Impossible beef, Beyond Burger. But you can see
Impossible Burger, not Impossible beef.
so you can see the color through the packaging. It's nice and red, whereas this looks like dog food. And then real beef, of course, looks like real beef. All right, we picked up these tater tot things and onion rings, both from Whole Foods. And we're gonna make them in our Nostalgia brand Retro Series toaster oven. It also has convection functionality, but we don't have convection corrections. We also have the water pot and coffee maker, which I'm a big fan of. How about we'll test out this oven and see how it does. All right, so here is, these Alexia brand. We're gonna try to do it on just one tray, half tater tots, half onion rings. The directions don't have convection directions. They just say regular oven, same for the onion rings. But we Googled it and it said,
That's not what it said. It said decrease by 25 degrees to cook for the same amount of time, but for convection, decrease by 25 degrees.
So we're gonna try that out and see if it works. So, in case you didn't notice, this is just one pan, but my wife creatively used foil to separate them to make sort of two trays. All right, so the directions say if you're gonna use convection to decrease it by 25 degrees, one says 425 and one says 400. However, we're fine with them being a little crispy, so we're gonna set it to convection bake here, and then set this to 400 degrees, which it already essentially is right there. All right, so we're just gonna set it for 20 minutes and we'll just check it throughout the time. And once that red light comes on, you know it's on. So after previously disputing my dog food reference, now my wife says I smell like cat food. So just to let you know. So this is the Impossible Burger. Like I said, you can tell it looks just like real beef. It's even kind of grossing my wife out. She doesn't like handling raw beef. She likes her beef in the 6'1", 250-pound variety. What I'm talking about. You can see how the cat food burger versus the Impossible beef burger versus real beef burger. I mean, really, it looks straight up like.
I'm a little nauseous looking at it.
I think I'll have a hard time. I mean, you can easily tell this shit's not beef. I mean, or it looks like bad beef.
It looks like beef that's old.
And this
just looks like bloody beef.
Yeah.
It's grossing me out.
All right, so all we're doing is salt and pepper. This is the Impossible Burger. This is the old Beyond Beef cat food burger. And here is the actual beef with salt and pepper. Here you can see them in the oven. They fit pretty good. And, I was its own tray, so obviously it should fit good. But looking forward to seeing how it turns out. So here's the Impossible Burger. You can see it's sizzling like real beef. The Beyond Meat is really sizzling really good. Beyond Burger. And this is the real beef. Alright, gonna flip the Impossible Burger. There's a little bit of olive oil in the pan, that's it. You can see there, that looks like a straight up burger.
I was after 3 minutes. I probably could have done it a little bit.
I'm cooking on medium high.
Beyond Burger.
Beyond Burger. And we're using different pans so the meats don't cross-contaminate each other. At least some fat-ass burgers. They might be pink in the middle, but this looks like a Waffle House burger. That would look the most like a fake burger, and this looks like a big fat burger. So this is vegan cheese, and this is regular straight-up cheddar cheese. You can see the Beyond Beef looks like a little brick type thing. Look at a salmon patty almost, and the regular beef looks normal. I mean, that's not regular. That's regular beef, yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of forgetting what they are. They look so real. The Impossible Burger and the regular beef look pretty real. This one looks a little funky. This is after 9 minutes, still a little soft. These are pretty crispy. You can see our little burger cook off. But those onion rings look really good. All right, so this is almost done. It's worth noting, this does get very hot to the touch. So don't put your hand on here while you're cooking, or don't leave something sitting on it. I mean, it's not like it's gonna, I don't know, I guess it would burn you if you left your hand there. So yeah, my wife left one of these on top of it and it melted. The case didn't melt, but it melted the vitamins inside.
It's a liquid gel vitamin.
Well, you can see. glass is super fucking high. Oh. So here's leftover grease from the real burger. Again, there was olive oil in the pan, but other than that, that's it. This is the Beyond Burger, and this was the Impossible Burger. Impossible Burger with vegan cheese, Impossible Burger with real cheese, Beyond Burger, and the real burger. These were pre-formed, of course. Like, this came from Whole Foods, shaped that way. This came out of packaging this way, and these my wife smushed together with her hands. This is the vegan cheese we've used. We've used this a couple times. It's really good. There's also the Daya brand. That one melts pretty good, and this is just the real cheddar from Whole Foods. But this one I like a lot, and I've tried this a couple times, and it's good. You can see it melts pretty good. My wife bought these crazy knives. Yeah, these are dishwasher safe. So here's the onion rings and hash browns. These are still a little gooey, but the onion rings are nice and crispy. Now, of course, we didn't follow directions properly, but the onion rings look pretty stellar. These could probably use some more because they're still a little soft, but these are... All right, this is the Impossible Burger with actual cheddar cheese on it. So it looks just like beef inside. Cut me off a little piece. I mean, that looks like a straight up burger. Impossible Burger is fantastic. I would eat that. And I'm a meat eater. I'm not a vegan. Obviously, I'm not a vegetarian. Now, I did learn recently, this may shock you all, but if you eat nothing but double cheeseburgers and milkshakes for 40 years, you're going to get high cholesterol. I mean, I was shocked as you are, but this is Beyond Beef, aka cat food.
Let's try the one with the vegan cheese this time.
All right, the white one's the Chow vegan cheese. On Good Mythical Morning, they tested this and they said that was one of their favorites, so that's why we got it.
These were all cooked for the exact same amount of time. It's worth noting.
It's got a weird texture inside, like a pre-made burger, I guess. Like if you bought like a Bubba burger or something, it kind of looks like that. So it does have some weirdness inside. Not as bad as it smelled originally, but there's a weird taste to it and a texture thing. So that was like my problem. We've been trying a lot of vegan beef or, plant-based meat. A lot of it's texture, and that's the problem with this. It's kind of mushy. Yeah, I mean, taste is not bad per se, but like a JTM burger, maybe like a soybean burger or something. I think I could easily tell in a blind taste test that this was not a real burger. This is a real burger. These were fat burgers, so there might be some blood in there. Yeah, that one's pretty bloody.
Cooked for the same amount of time. Maybe an end piece.
Yeah, so I mean it's a little pink. Yeah, so we'll cook this a little more. But readily apparent to Beyond Beef, it's not beef. Alright, so here's the onion rings. We put the potato sauce back in there for a little bit. We can see, nice and crisp. These are perfect. I'm not even that big a fan of onion rings, but these are really good. Alright, while we're recooking the actual beef burger, here's the Impossible Burger. We just put it with a bun and some ketchup, mustard. Same thing with Beyond. So let's try this. Beyond Burger. When you dress it up, it's not so bad. Impossible. This is top notch. And these onion rings from the Convection oven are restaurant quality. Alright, here's my wife trying the Impossible Burger.
Yep.
That took a bite already, but...
Well, the patty was so big, I cut it into fourths, and that's just half of it on this little bun.
And what do you think?
Oh, I love it. It's great.
She's scared to try the Beyond Burger since I said it tastes like shit and looks like cat food. So this isn't a win for the Impossible Burger all day because my wife likes burgers, but she's grossed out by raw beef. She doesn't like cooking them, and of course she's also worried about her health.
I quit eating meat 2 months ago, so I've been looking for meat alternatives, and this is my favorite so far as burgers go.
She's afraid to try this one, but this is
I don't want to try it.
She's going to, though.
I don't want to try it.
She's going to. Alright, so first she's going to take it just a piece of beef.
I don't want to try it. It really smells like cat food. The new knives match my nails.
But how's the YouTube audience going to know what it really tastes like? Come on.
It tastes like salt. What? It tastes like salt. It's not bad. It just tastes like
But you
salt.
see her going right back in for a bite of this.
Yeah.
She likes the Impossible. Try it on some bun. Put the Beyond one on the bun.
Why do I have to? I'm not clear on why I have to do this.
It's for the greater good. Yeah, she took a decent sized bite.
Oh, I got something hard. Ew, I got something hard. I don't like. I got something crunchy.
So the burger's in from my wife. She absolutely hates the Beyond Burger. It's weird. I mean, it doesn't taste anything like meat. If I went to a restaurant and they just gave me this, I'd be like, man, what's going on with the burger? A meat turned or something. My wife loved the Impossible Burger. Impossible Burger's solid. So like, I don't know. I'm about to save it some more, but like, I don't know that I could tell the difference. If you just gave me like, this is not meat. This is the Impossible Burger. I don't know. It's so close to meat. There's no contest between the Impossible Burger and Beyond Burger. Now, can I tell the difference between real meat and the Impossible Burger is the real question here. All right, so we recooked the beef.
It's really hot.
Yes, it's fucking hot. Alright, so here's the real beef. That's part of the bigger, we recooked these, cut a piece off. So the real question now, I guess, is just real beef versus real beef, Impossible beef. back-to-back, straight-up taste test, it is really hard to tell the difference. No question, Beyond Burger, it's not beef. Real beef versus Impossible beef. There's maybe a faint taste in Impossible, but it'd be hard to say this isn't beef. It's not beef, so I can say it. But we've tried a lot of plant-based stuff so far. We tried Gardein meatballs, which are pretty good.
I love them.
We tried Gardein chicken sandwiches. Those are pretty good. Gardein chicken dinners, but like those you can pretty easily tell they're not real beef. Obviously not beef. The chicken sandwich, that one's pretty close to real chicken. The chicken tenders, they're good. I would eat them just fine. But they were side by side with real chicken tender, there'd be no question. This is almost impossible to tell the difference. Hence the name Impossible Burger, I guess. All right, hope you enjoyed watching my fingers touch beef. But no contest, Beyond Burger, we're never buying that again.
Never.
Impossible beef we've had before in chili. It's great. It's pretty damn good in the burger.
We've ordered it at restaurants. Frisch's, I got their Impossible
Yeah,
Burger.
Frisch's, Big
and I
Boy.
loved it.
They had Impossible Burger and it was stellar. Now
Impossible Big Boy.
those are fully dressed. Like that's why I wanted to try this because this is just like straight up. I mean, we put cheese on it because I generally eat cheeseburgers. But we got the fake meat from White Castle, and those are so thin. You could tell the difference there just because the fake beef was bigger than the real beef, but taste-wise, there wasn't anything wrong with it. But again, if you're thinking about dipping your toe in the plant-based waters, Impossible Burger is easily the best one. No contest. Even of all the Gardein stuff and all that, it's just no question. This is way better than any other thing that we've tried, and this is a real cow. You want to know what I think? Let's ask Tony what he thinks.
What?
Alright, so the tater tots are still a little mushy, but again, we didn't follow directions correctly. We kind of tried to make up our own rules. The onion rings were top-notch restaurant quality. Best onion rings I've ever made in the house by far, and as good as anything I got at a restaurant. We'll keep messing with it and see if we can find out the key to making these, but I have a lot of faith in the oven itself. Yeah, they're a little mushy, but we'll figure it out. Alright, to polish off our mostly meat-free dinner, let's have some Ben & Jerry's non-dairy ice cream. You can see still not remotely healthy for you, but it has no cholesterol.
It's a tiny bowl.
But yeah, non-dairy ice cream is stellar, so there's no qualms with this. So, to sum up the video, Ben & Jerry's coconut 7-layer bar non-dairy frozen dessert doesn't taste like beef at all. So, I don't know where they're doing, but it doesn't taste anything like beef. Beyond Beef is the worst. Impossible Burger, pretty good. I still like real beef, but if I had to really choose, I'm going Ben & Jerry's. All right, thanks.